Hello everybody, how are we doing? That warm weather's come back round again, hasn't it? Yeah, I don't have the fan up here today either, so I'm going to end up sweltering if I'm sat here for 2 hours because it's really, really warm. Hello, Ben! Were you early? Again, as usual. Hello, Martin. How are we all? We okay? Right, okay, well, it's that Gundam kit that I started at Christmas on the 28th. Big one. When me, Andy, and Ed had the Cosmic Council Builders Special. Sorry, am I coming through loud and clear? I assume I'm coming through loud and clear. So I got as far as that, didn't I? Which there's still a long way to go. I know it looks like there's only the legs, but there's a load of stuff that clips onto the back of this one. So, yeah. And now all of my hobby stuff is downstairs. We're up in the office here, upstairs, and all my hobby stuff is now downstairs. So I'm hoping I've brought enough up for what I need, which is literally just clippers and knives. We'll see. We will see. Who else we got? Mr. B's joined. Josh has joined us. I almost missed you then. Hello, Josh. Luckily, it ain't as melty as last time. Not yet. Give it chance, though. Give it chance. Mr. B, hello there. Hello. Who else have we got? I think that's it at the moment. Oh, no, Mario's here. Hello, Mario. It's me, Mario. He must be sick of that. Yeah, and then everyone's saying hello to each other. Brilliant. Cat. Have I missed Cat? Hi, Cat Benjamin. Where's Cat? Cat's not there. Oh, she is. She's got a setting set so that I can't see her comment. Oh, right. Okay, I'm going to switch my ugly mug off and focus on... focus on what... Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. What I meant to do is that. There we go. So we can now see what it is I'm doing here. I'll pull that down a little bit. Now I've got that ring light right in my eyes. Let's move that just over a touch so it's not irritating me all night. There we are. And that's fairly clear for you guys, isn't it? If I turn him around so that you can see him like that. Yeah, pull that to this side. He's there. It's a bit of a wonky looking map, that, isn't it? Oh, that's better. Let's see if I can move that cable out of the way. There we go. Yeah, that'll do, won't it? That should do the job. What's comment saying? No, Mario loves it. It's me, Mario. Go find me a little bit of the Princess Peach. And then hellos amongst each other. Brilliant. Right, okay, so let's see where I am. I did try having it set up as well so that the camera would be the right way around for you. But as soon as I tip it so that it's this way facing down, it flips automatically. It's a pain in the backside. Yes, Joe, it is. It's a Gundam. A Gundam. Right, so you see there's all this to do that goes on the back of it. We've done the head, we've done the torso, we've done the arms, we've done both bits that clip onto the arms. We haven't got the legs done, so I'm guessing that we're here. And if we're here, that's not even halfway through the book. That's approximately a quarter. That's approximately a quarter of the way through. Look at that. it weren't for the reflection, you would be able to look at that, wouldn't you? It's a massive, amazing, epic-looking kit once done, and it can transform into a different mode. Oh! Right, so we're on to this. I've got to sort out all the sprues as well. Hellos amongst each other, and guess what? Come up with a see you on Friday talk about more. I'm going to be late to the shop on Friday, Joe. I've got an appointment at the girls' school to speak to one of their teachers. So I'm... Oh, no, that's not Friday, is it? That's Monday. It was going to be Friday, and it's now Monday. All right, I might not be late. Is there something else I'm doing on Friday morning? No, that's fine. I will be at the shop as normal on Friday morning. Ignore me. I'm an idiot. Yes, it is. Matteo. He means Mario. I'm sure he means Mario. Right, let's get on with this. I've got all these sprues to sort out. Oh, Christ. So 2 H's. Excellent. Wonderful. Where am I going to put them all? In the lid, Gareth. In the lid. Move me chocolate. I've got some chocolate to keep me going. I have also brought glue as well because accidents can happen. Put the lid there. Hopefully it won't be too noisy for the microphone. It probably will be though. I don't think I'm going to be using the stand anytime soon, although there's a piece there that might not be for the stand. Okay. P and P2. So many sprues for this one. So many. There's one that's still sealed in the bag, look. K. D. My word. C. 2 C's. An A. And a G. So that G can go in front of the H. I can imagine where they come into it. E. I know it would have made sense to have all this prepared and done beforehand, wouldn't it? F, C, B, A. There we go. Right, okay, they're all in alphabetical order now. I have actually got a rack, which is designed for all these sprues. Big flat sheet of plastic with ridges cut into it or moulded into it. And the idea is that you can put the sprue in the ridges and it'll lean against the raised bits. But there's that many sprues and whatnot for this particular kit. It's not big enough. It was me that put cat, and I don't know what happened. Okay, fair enough. The cat got out of the bag. I guess the chocolate is a bounty bar. You're wrong. The chocolate is honey, salted almond, milk chocolate, and it's blooming lovely. I had half of the bar last night, and I'll probably have the other half of the bar done before the end of the night tonight. Right. Let's get on with it. And I've got my rum and coke as well, my spiced rum and coke. Hey, you know what? Do you think these legs might be identical and that I can build 2 at the same time as we go? What am I going to... It does say 2 times. Just say 2. Oh, times 2 there. It does tell you where it differs for the left and the right. So, yes, I'll do everything twice. I'll do everything twice. Features. Clippers. Let's get you out of the packets. They're very special clippers of them ones. Very, very special ones. One of those ridiculously high price tag ones. That's a very sharp looking knife, Mr. Yarrick. Let's try the other one. It's a little bit blunter because the end's been broken off. We'll go with that one. Right. Clunk, clunk, clunk. H1, 2, and 5. Okay. 1, 2, 5. So, what's everybody been up to? I've had a fantastic day at work. I say fantastic. I am, of course, being sarcastic. Sarcastic, fantastic. So, very quiet at the moment in Dewsbury. It really is. Oh, there's a H34 coming up as well. I might as well cut that off, hadn't I? Let's see. Spiced rum is really good with Sprite. Okay. Especially during the summer. Interesting. It's rum and Fanta for Mario. Orange Fanta or grape. Well, that's American. We don't get grape. When Ben's been working, Martin's been working. I got the names mixed up then, didn't I? Sorry. Work during the heat wave. You know, our heat wave is probably cooler than what you have it normally. It's not a surprise. It's quite, yeah, sadly. Might have to try that. Okay. Yeah, I've cut all them off, haven't I? Have I? If I have them, where have I put them? I haven't. They're on here still. Ba-dum-tsh. Note to self, stop chatting while doing thinky things. So I don't know how long these kind of streams are going to last. Whether or not I am planning to do them every alternate week, so that one week we've got Cosmic Council, the following week we've got some kind of hobby stream. But I'll be honest with you, the reason I'm doing it is I'm paying 20 plus quid a month for a streaming software that literally only gets used for the Cosmic Council. And I want to get a little bit more value for money out of it. So that's the reason why I've decided to start doing an extra live stream. That said, I'm also going to start looking at OBS, which is free. It's got, buyable add-ons within it, but the main thing is free. So if I do that, then I might not feel inclined to keep going with these kind of streams. So I suppose it depends, ultimately, how well they're received. I don't really know why I'm talking about. I suppose I'm just trying to fill the dead air, aren't I? Because I'm quite literally preaching to the choir. The ones of you that would tune in are here. Tell you what I still need to watch. I need to watch that new Predator thing on Disney Plus. Is it Hunters and Killers or something like that? That animated one. Everyone's had good things to say about it. Which, you know how rare that is in today's world? For everybody to be united on something that's come out of Hollywood. On something that's come from blooming Disney. It's super rare. Ultra rare. Chat. At least I don't have to worry about paint drying on this one, do I? Martin's got a bottle of Spitfire beer. Lovely. 106 degrees yesterday. What's that in Celsius? Centigrade? What does everybody think about 28 Years Later movie? I don't know. I haven't seen the second one yet, I've only ever seen the first one, 28 Days Later. I've never even seen 28 Weeks Later. Haven't seen it yet. Is it any good? Uniforms. I didn't see it yet. I suggest you keep off the internet. Well, we're failing miserably at that already, aren't we? The painting of the yak face was a brilliant stream, Gareth, but then again, I'm biased. Yeah, you are a little bit biased, aren't you? Just a little smidgen. Ben loves these streams. Agrees. Killer of Killers, that's it. Killer of Killers. It's brilliant. Watch the movie on Sunday called Threads. Amazing movie. One of the most realistic, most powerful movies. Really? Oh, wow. Powerful. Interesting. 38 degrees Celsius. Wow. See? We say that we're in a heat wave. And there's who is it that I watch? Oh, I don't know if it was Black Belt Barrister. There's some YouTuber that I watch, and he'd just been on holiday across to Japan. Was it Japan or was it China? I think it was Japan. And while he was there, it's a good few weeks ago now, it was 30 degrees, and he took some photographs. And he's got a photograph of his phone, which says what temperature it is, and then a photograph of him looking up across the road. And all the locals, they're wearing coats because that's what the weather is like there. And he did say it wasn't particularly hot. It just felt like, it felt okay. And obviously we come over here and it's 30 degrees, exactly the same temperature. It's a heat wave. Equivalent of 41. Wow. Threads, is that the nuclear war film set in the 80s? Powerful film. Okay. About knockoff Iron Man, Ironheart. Rotten Tomatoes have turned off reviews. Are you going off on one again, Joe? Are you just repeating everything that you've heard from your YouTubers? It says me having just told the story about Japan, you know. I'm a hypocrite, and it's my stream, so I can be a hypocrite if I want. It was made in 1984, and it's about a nuclear bomb going off in England. Go watch it. It's on iPlayer. All right, okay, cool. BBC iPlayer. I don't have access to that, as I am not a subscriber of the TV license. So years ago, Ben, very true to life. Very true to life. What, a nuclear bomb went off in England? Yeah. Right, I haven't put any pieces together yet. Let's get on with this. Wow, that's tight. That's what she said. Wow. It's very tight. At least I know it's not going to fall apart. Who needs glue with joints as stiff as these? Wow. Right, E. I need E by gum. E. 9 and 8. There we go. And then soon we've got 11 and 5. And 10 and 6. Yeah, I think I'll cut them off as I get to them. I'll end up with all pieces everywhere. And H33, so I need H back out again. Bloody hell. That's a 33. 33. H33. Can anyone see 33? There it is. Whew. God, it's so warm. I'm assuming, Mr. B, that you've got aircon, actually, haven't you? Because that's the standard thing. That's one of the differences, really, isn't it? As standard, we don't have aircon in the UK. We have a window. And you just have to hope that there's a little bit of breeze. And there never is. Never is. Where are we at with the chat anyway? So, Lord Malvader's joined us. Hello there, sir. How are you? Watched that back in the 80s as a kid. Scared me for life. Will never watch it again. Most horrific film ever. Beats any horror film, hands down. Oh, wow. I'll have to try and get my hands on it. Confirm what Scary for Life was the human... Right, it scarred you for life, did it? Human centipede. Yeah, we're not going to get into details with that one. If it happened, it's true to life. Such a prominent movie given what's happening right now in the world. I get what you mean. Know what's going to happen, but I get what you mean. Definitely in air conditioning in the house and the vehicle. Yeah, the times when it's been so hot that we've just sort of like run outside to the car and put the aircon on. Hello, go for it. How are you? Haven't seen you in the chat before. Welcome aboard. You're going to tell me how to do this, aren't you? I sit in my car with the aircon on. It's all we have here. Like I was just saying. People are saying hello to. Go for it. Excellent. Oh. That's not very good. I've just scuffed all that. Scuffed. It'll probably be hidden, to be fair. Right, so it's as simple as plugging them two together, is it? Okie dokie. I think I can cope with that. Yep. Oh, that's a very satisfying snap click. Oh, I like that. Yes, indeed. Gareth, you should open a window. Shopping with air. What? I don't know if you're saying that I should have aircon at the shop, but the shop is freezing. Well, not freezing cold, but very cold with it being such an old building. And such thick stonework. Doesn't tend to get hot in there. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Closest we came to nuclear war was the Cuban Missile Crisis in '62. Yeah. And I don't disagree with that. Still a little bit sticking up there. It's better. Right, okay, so that goes there. Does it though? Because that don't look very neat. And probably something goes over the top of it, doesn't it? Definitely looks right according to the image. Oh, I do love a satisfying click like that. That's way around. There we go. So we've done that bit. We're 30 minutes in exactly, and I've done that bit. It's a nice shopping, so it certainly is. It's a nice shop all year round. Vulcan bombers were still in use and on standby in the UK. Yeah, yes, well, so it's a shame they don't tend to fly no more. When's the next Cosmic Council? This time next week. I've said that, Joe. I don't know if you were here when I said that, but the idea of these streams is that they are the week that there is no Cosmic Council. So there'll always be a stream on this channel at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. Fingers crossed. Yeah. And we can do that. And, there'll be council one week, this another week. And Gareth is the best shop. Well, it's the only shop in town at the rate that we're going, isn't it? Where's Biscuit Boy and Moan Man? Well, this isn't Cosmic Council. This is Cosmic Toy Man's Hobby Time. Oh, I think that might well be the name. That could well be the title of the series. Yeah, Cosmic Toy Man's Hobby Time. I like that. This could be a long one. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I started it in December. Right, so that's to clip over that. Does nothing else go in there yet? Yeah? Oh. There we go. Right. E10, no, sorry, E5 and E11, and then E10 and E6. I will clip them all off. Right, so 5 and 11 over here, 10 and 6 over there. Okay. Oop. Oh, Ben, how did the Comic-Con thing go at Huddersfield? How was it? Was it good? I wasn't envying you, in that horrendous heat that we had on Saturday. But I did think about you. Did you pick much up? Oh, I lost a bit. I found a bit. Right. Let's have a look at that chat. Am I building a new member of the council? Could do. I don't know if you were with us in December, but it's this guy what I'm building up. I built him on the 28th when we had a council building special, and I got this far. in 1, 2, or 3 hour session. But there's still a long way to go. Obviously, there's still the legs, and there's a great big massive thing on the back of this one as well, and it can transform. So there's still quite a ways to go with this one. Yes, AI of Gareth, maybe not. Is this like building the first Death Star time scale? Yeah, well, I think that's what they did. They built 2 at the same time as well. You know, one over here where everyone could see it and they knew what was going on, and then another one in secret that was hidden. That was much bigger. That was the Death Star 2. It was pretty good. Somewhat smaller than last year. That's interesting. Less stalls. Don't know why. I only picked up 2 Lego minifigures. Really? And with it being a Comic Con as well, there won't be proper Lego ones either, will there? Because you know what they're like at these Comic Cons. So you're saying that the vent cover, which should have been over the shaft, got dropped under Gareth's table? Yeah, it probably did. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. You take care. I'm guessing you're heading off. Bye-bye. Nice of you to stop by, albeit briefly. I know, I'm not that entertaining, am I? If I've asked before, if I've asked this, do we have anyone else in the live chat here who likes building models of any kind? I probably have asked, but it's been a while, so indulge me. And it looks like the Transformers crowd's not here, so they won't just all be banging on about blockies. Alright, we'll do this side first. They are both the same pieces, aren't they? Yeah, okay, fair. Shut up, Gareth. Shut up, Gareth. End of the day, Gareth, if you're having fun with the build, it don't matter how long it takes. True that. Definitely not real ones. Fair enough. Is getting the wind up. Is it? Or is that just because you've had a particularly gassy pint? Is it too late to mow the grass? In the middle of building the chariot from Lost in Space. Ooh, very nice. Have to be in the zone to build. Yeah, true. I agree with that. That's why I'm not setting what I'm doing in these streams sort of like days ahead before I do them, because you have to be in the mood for whatever it is you're doing. Particularly if it's painting. If I'm not in the mood for painting and I've set a live stream to say that I'm going to be painting, I'd just be disappointing people. Really need to get back into making customs. Yeah, you did some great ones. You really did. Made a custom trash-built compactor from Star Wars. I enjoyed every minute. I remember the pictures. I remember you showing me. It was awesome. It was very awesome. Right. So that's them bits done. Is it literally just that? Am I putting these in the right way around? Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting them in the right way around. I worried them for a second. Just occurred to me that there was every chance that they could be going that way rather than that way, but they go this way. Oh, yeah. I'm guessing they're the footsies. That's all that bit done now. We're on to the C12. Let's put the E's away then. A, B, and C. 12. There's only one of them. Oh. There we go. 12. Right, I'm starting to feel a little bit sticky across my shoulders. Ew. Where's the chat? I'm pretty much all caught up. Haven't built a model kit since the 80s. I'm going to send you one. I used to like building war models in the 90s. Tanks, jeeps, and so on. Cool. You do anything with them? You build any dioramas? Did you play with them? Or did you just kind of like build them and then put them on a shelf? Just genuinely being nosy, by the way. Oh, just taking a right chunk out of that. Look at that, I've taken a right chunk out of it. Could have been worse. Could have been my finger. Yeah. C13. I'll try my super duper hot knife through butter clippers for this. It's not as chunky as sprue. Probably not watching, but thank you to those of you that have entered the competition, the giveaway to win the Robute Gulliman, or Robute Gulliman, Primarch of the Ultramarines minifigure. Not minifigure, but miniature. Via the shops social media. I think there's about 7 people that have entered now. As of this time yesterday, there was 1. So it's nice to see the numbers picking up a little bit. It's a £44 mini. That's pound in price, not weight. And in order to win it, all I need is 2 photographs. One of the miniature, in detail so we can see it nice and clearly. And another one of yourself holding the miniature so I can see that it is indeed you. And it's not just that someone has nicked a picture off Google to say, look at this, what I've done. And it's not them at all. So yeah, thank you to those of you that have entered so far. That's great. And as per my most recent post that I put out right before going live, it doesn't have to be the best paint job ever. Anyone is free to enter this competition, be it a professional expert that's been doing it for decades and they're the best of the best, or some youngster, newbie, child, or someone who's just picked a paintbrush up for the first time. It's open to anyone. So it's not going to be a best paint job wins it type of thing. So I think that's unfair. Unless it's particularly for best paint job. Just think it excludes so many people who might otherwise want to have a go at building and painting a miniature like that. Ooh. The chat, where are you? Got to there. Most put on shelves back then. I made and painted lead soldiers. Still have some. Wow. Wowzers. I would have entered, but at the moment I have nothing I've painted up as starting up all over again. But good luck to everyone who's entered. Well, it's not over by a long chalk yet. I'm going to be having it running at least through the first half of the 6-week holidays. I want to give some kids a chance to take part and enter. Because it's one of those models that kids would probably love to get their hands on but would never be able to afford it, and the parents aren't going to spend 45 quid on one mini. So, yeah, I'm going to have it running throughout the 6-week holidays. I might do it in the middle of the 6-week holidays or sort of like the last week. Something like that, maybe. You know. Right, so that's got to go up, has it? Consider it up. Yeah, so we're here now. H. 6, 35, 36. Back to the H's. Let's put the C's away. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A pair of H's. Right, 6, 35 and 36. Oh, there we are. Oh, 35 and 36. All 3 of those parts were larger than I was anticipating. That's what she said. Whoops. Oh, this body was neither made for bending over at silly angles like that or running, apparently. 6. I'm sorry, I've left that up on the screen, haven't I? Great getting kids involved. That's the idea. That's the idea. If I had space, I would have a table or two set up in the shop with free minis and paints for people for them to have a go at painting in the shop. But I ain't got the space. You know I haven't got the space. One day, when my dreams come true. Fact, because there's a few giveaways to do with the Warhammer stuff. The big set, it was Phil. I know he's not with us tonight, but Phil actually gave me the idea because he works at a school over in Halifax, and he said that he'd love the big Warhammer set for the kids at the school to start a club. Which it wouldn't be him starting it because I don't think he's particularly interested. But to pass on to another teacher so they could start a club, and obviously in that big set you get a force of Tyranids, a force of Space Marines, Ultramarines. You get the rule book, the startup guide and everything you need to start playing the game. Apart from paints, you have to buy your own paints. And he would love that, he said, to try and start a club up at that school. And I said, if you know what, if that school was closer, so that anyone who was interested would become a customer of the shop, then I would gladly donate it to the school. But it's probably better off asking a more local shop, because the whole point is Games Workshop give us these products to give out to either promote the business, to promote the brand, and drum up business for the shop. And obviously, it's not going to help the shop at all if it's towns and towns away. So I said, if you mention it to a local hobby shop, then chances are they will help you out there. And it did make me think that that's what I'd possibly like to do with the big set that we've got, and give it to a local school. Apparently, there's no interest from my own kids' school, which is such a shame. So it's going to have to go to another one by the look of it. Was that right the first time round? Yep. Yep, it was. So yeah, that's probably what's going to happen with that one. And then that leaves 2 big combat patrols to give away at later time in the year. All freebies! Was going to ask in the shop on Saturday, but I'll ask you instead. How much for a VAG? A VAG. A vinyl action gacha. Sorry, not sorry. They're a tenner. The ones that I've got in and available at the moment are a tenner a piece. I know it seems a lot for something so small, but you're essentially buying what they call art toys, which they tend to be super duper expensive. in the hundreds. So they're not bad actually when you compare it to that. Remember building a Terminator endoskeleton on a VAC metal chrome was a cool piece. That sounds nice. That sounds very nice. He does love Star Wars, yeah. He must have taken a right leap of faith there for the Terminator. Did everybody watch the last episode of Gundam Geeks? Episode 12. I've not seen a single episode of it, but I've actually heard good things. So I'm going to get around to it at some point, but I've got lots and lots of other Gundam stuff to catch up on first. Mario Star Wars will always be my main thing. Yeah. Hello, Dave! How are you, Dave? How are you? Can't stay for long, but wanted to say hello. Well, hello. I'm fine. How are you? Ooh, right, so straight on with that one as well. Oh, there we go. And what do I do with them? Don't say. More bits. Ease! Back to the ease. But I also need H after it, so I'll leave the H's out. Oh, this box is looking a mess now. Ease, ease, ease. 7 and 13. Oh, 7's easy. It's like they're in the middle. It's already come off. It's a little bit funny. This feeling inside. Easily. That's what I should start doing, isn't it? I should start serenading you all. That'll make you all turn off, won't it? That's Savan. That's the 2. Ow. Bum, 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 bum. Just started Transformers Energon. So you've done Armada, you've got Energon, then you'll be on to Cybertron. Cool, 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 cool. Terminator, after seeing T2, was hooked in the 90s. You know, I still think the first is the best. I think the first one is an action horror, sci-fi action horror, whereas the second film I find it to be very much a remake but without the horror. So it's just sci-fi action. It seems a little watered down, but more action. You know what I mean? The story's very, very similar though to the first one. Dave's all right, brilliant. Not a big fan of the Energon series, but did give us some cracking toys. It did. Although I know someone who hated those toys when they came out. Terminator Dark Fate was trash. I haven't seen it. Don't plan to. Saw the first at home on VHS. And my brother and his girlfriend was babysitting you. Babysitting, yes. Brother and his girlfriend. Quick, get Martin off to bed. And ever since, Martin has appreciated an early night. Oh, what a chunk I've just taken out of that. Gareth, you dipstick. Come on, you're better than this. I'll blame it on the heat. It's made this plastic softer. more susceptible to being ruined. You know, I make out that's a joke. That could actually be accurate. Got my first ever Marvel Legends figure today. Really? Wow. I can't believe it's your first. I'm now wondering what it could possibly be. Wasn't meant to see it, but they let me the film, that is, to be clear. Yeah. You'll tell us out. Right, so that's that way. And that's that way. Awesome. That sounded more like a break, didn't it, than a satisfying click. There we go. It's not broken though. Look, it's holding quite tightly. It's Scar, Son of Hulk. You know, I've actually got the original version of that in. Sorry to say that to grab it. Loincloth! It's got a loincloth. Dave does like a little bit of loinclothage. They're no longer together. Catboy and Terminator. Right, so on to the H's again. No, that's E, Gareth. That's H. It's got to be them, hasn't it? It's got to be them. H. 37 and 40. It certainly is them. Ooh. Not sure about that. Knife will tidy that up. Extremely protective of these clippers. They're a pair of despair ones. And they're not the kind of things that you buy regularly because they're expensive. This pair was 50 quid. I got it out of Christmas money. And the last thing you want to do is use it on something that you shouldn't really be using it on. Because you'll end up chipping them or you'll end up breaking them. And I don't want to do that with the 50 quid too. You know what they say, good workman respects his tools. That way I can never blame them. Are you going? Take care, Dave. Look after yourself. We'll catch you again, probably on Sunday. Yes. Mid-year review. All right, okay. I look forward to seeing it. Mid-year review. What am I actually doing with these? Assuming that goes in there. Apparently it has to click. I don't know if you can see that, but it says click with an exclamation mark after it. I'd say that was a click, wouldn't you? When we first met, we just clicked. C5. And with the mess these are in, C could be anywhere now. C. Drink. How many times have the kits broken in my hand? Broken doing them. The only ones I've had break whilst doing them, I think, have been the knockoff ones. A couple of them I've had to glue the V-fin in on the top of the head just because the bit that pegs in so tiny that it just keeps dropping back out. So just tiny little dab of glue where it goes in and pop it in. It's fine then. It's probably a good thing to do on any of the V-fins. But other than that, touch wood, I've not had any of them break so far. Just the knockoff ones from Temu. Other brands are available. Already been at this an hour and 10 minutes. And I don't do anything with them yet. Okay. ASMR is nice. Okay, I'll take your word for that. H39. Do not clip off the knobbly bit. Okay. Knobbly bit required. Well, obviously. You're referring to that, aren't you? Oh my god, it's telling me. See this bit here? Do not clip off this little bit that's sticking out because you need that. It doesn't tell you not to clip that off, which is exactly the same but on the other side. I find the strangest things to moan about, don't I? Gently. Must be careful not to clip off that bit that's obviously not meant to be clipped off. Sorry, the sarcasm comes far too naturally to me. Martin had a C-3PO kit that he made up as a kid. Elastic band inside the arms and head, and oddly red plastic eyes in the head too. Wow. They were so bad, they were good. They were, Mario. Still looked cool back then. Right, where does this go? That way up. Into there. Now I need another HP. H7. H7, H7, H7. What is? Oh, that was already cut through. Or maybe these clippers are just that good. Martin always wanted the R2D2 to go with it, but never got it. That's a shame. Couldn't complete the pairing. H38. Has to be that one. Yes, yes it is. I must be careful not to clip off the bit again that we desperately need. It's obviously not meant to be cut off. Whew. That can't be right. Bloody well it is. It does go like that. Ah, I see it now. Yeah, I see it. Okie dokie. Still caught up with the chat, that's good. And then we want C, 15 and 16. $15 and $16. Snip. 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 Not a lot left on that sprue now. Snip. 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 Oh. Oh. All the ice has melted in my drink, it's that warm. Anyone going to Bolton Toy Fair on Sunday? Am I bumping into any of you? It's been a good long break actually since our last Toy Fair, so it's been quite a nice break. I'm kind of looking forward to going to it. Mario's asking, do they all come painted? They don't come painted, no, but they are all moulded in many different shades of plastic. So they come with all the right colour of plastic there. You do get some sprues, in fact, like this one. So on one sprue, this is genius, is this? On one sprue, you get black, yellow, grey, and green. How's that possible to come out on one sprue? But yeah, so it's quite good as that. Of course, a lot of people do paint them still. There's some fantastic paint jobs out there. It really is. C3PO and R2 came with coloured plastic as close to the colours as possible. C3PO was a dull, yeah, very dull yellowish gold. I know which one you mean, Martin. Putting that on the right side. I think I am. I thought you meant the Star Wars. Well, kits in general, really. I would have thought. Right, so I've done a page. We're an hour and 23 minutes in, and I've done a page. Oh, and now we've got to the part that's specific per leg. Okay. However, that and that is H30, 3 and 4, H30, 3 and 4. So they're the same. So B1 and 2, B6 and 7, P11, P11. Sorry. The only thing that's different then are these. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to do these bits first and then come back to those. H. $30, 3 and 4. 30. Martin says he'd still like to paint though, but if it's good, I suppose you don't have to. I prefer to paint depending what it is. I'd be very reluctant with most Gundams because they've got moving parts. So you stand a good chance of just scratching off the paint and leaving marks in it all and everything. Model kits like a ship or something like that, yeah, I'd definitely paint it. I had this debate once with Ed many moons ago. I had a load of Star Trek model kits, and obviously they mould them in the correct colour. But I always said, no, they look better painted, you get a better finish. But he was like, no, you don't need to paint them. You don't need to paint them. You don't need to do it. Blah, 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 blah. Just started the Big Finish audio Storm Warning. Oh, I like that one. It's a good one, Storm Warning. Introduction of Charlie Pollard. New companion for the 8th Doctor. And it's the first 8th Doctor Big Finish audio as well. Yes, I do like that one. Hello, Gwaz. How are you? I haven't seen you for a while. How's it going? Have we got a new home yet? Are we settled in yet? Or are we still waiting? Hope you're well, mate. Right, what we're doing with these. Oh, that was a satisfying clunk, wasn't it? Wow. Right, so I'm guessing this is the top of the leg then. Which is why they're that way around. Yep. I'll do them bits as well. So P1 and 2 11s. Where's the P's? They're the red bits. Yes, they are. So it's these. Running a bit of vibrant colour to it now, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent news. Brilliant. I'm really pleased for you, Gwaz. And the family, of course. All of you. I'm guessing that you've had to start again from scratch with a lot of stuff, though, haven't you? You lost so much of it. Right. Oh, can I have like a big pair of red lips? Right, so B1 and 2, 6 and 7. Bees, where's the bees? There we go. One and 2, 6 and 7. I'll have to make sure I put them on the right leg as well, aren't I? Got to rebuild everything. Going to be hard to start a collection again. Yeah, I know. That's what I was meaning by starting again from scratch. Are you going to? Are you going to start on something different instead? Do you really want to go down the same paths as you went before, or are you going to try something different? Yeah, definitely. Like Martin says, good luck with it all. I think that comes from all of us, mate. I think I speak for everyone when we say good luck. Must have been a very, very tough year for you. Oh, tell you, the plastic's too warm. I'll blame it on that. Again like that? Bloody hell. Right, they were 1 and 2 and they were 5 and 6, weren't they? Right, okay, so these facing that way just like that is. Yeah. At least it's a bit that joins together that's knackered with chunk taken out of it there. And I think that's the back of the leg actually, so that's not too bad. Yeah. Cool. Ben's saying the kit looks confusing. I wouldn't have the patience. Oh, you'd be surprised. I admit, I do find painting the minis a lot more therapeutic than then I find this. This can be a little bit more stressful. That's the legs done. Right, I just put this outside of the Gundams that I've already got. The Gundams I've already got, they come to that tall on the leg. Same scale as this. That's how big this Gundam is. The Destroy Gundam. It's that blooming big. Right, before I stick it to the legs, you've got to create the lower torso. And looking at the time, I might actually leave that for the next stream. We might take off there at the next stream. I'll stick to Transformers blockies. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that for tonight, guys. I weren't expecting to get it finished. I mean, I'm not even halfway through the book yet. By the time we get to there, we're halfway through the book. But then you've got all of that to build up, which goes onto the back. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. I've got to be in the mood to do this, definitely. 100%, yes. So, let me move that out of the way and we can flick cams back to that. Hello, there we are. Yes, look at that. Look at my sweaty forehead. Look at that. That's yeah, that's why I've had enough. Oh, we're all definitely lols. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good for tonight. I'm going to call it a night. I know it's not been quite 2 hours yet. Hour and 40. It's enough. It's enough. Yeah, do you like my little setup? It's literally just my phone on this thing. That's what you've been watching through tonight. Yeah, that's going to do. I've had enough. I've had enough. It's all right, isn't it? I'm sweating. I'm going to go have a shower, I think. Are you very welcome, Mario? Thank you for joining me. I mean, I know it hasn't been a super busy one. I weren't expecting it to be. There's not a lot of people want to sit there watching someone else put a model kit together, do they? So, and there's been no one on with me tonight either to bounce some chat off of. Maybe that's something I should arrange, to have someone else in keeping the conversation fresh. Yeah. So, yeah, very chilled, very chill. I didn't want to stress. Right, okay, so yeah, with that being said, I'm going to bugger off, get a shower, and I think I might have another drink before bed. Where am I? So yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me, and I will catch you again next time.